Okay, we are back. Now, I think last time the video cut off before I was able to do one final task. Like it stopped recording, and I did one thing before I noticed it was done recording. I'm pretty sure I didn't check. I made this event here, Meet Bella, where if you walk on it, there's a little text. Bella says something, and then you get to add Bella to your party. Okay. Now here's the thing I want to do. I want to see if I can add Bella, the sprite, to that spot. No, that's just adding the other dude. I don't remember his name, like Chuck or something. Okay, let us see here. I bet you this is gonna be more difficult and more painful than I expect it to be. Can I... Let's see here. Flow controls. Now I've been thinking a bit more about gather followers. What? About what I might actually want this game to be. It's gonna be super simple because, you know, first timer. But I'm getting some ideas, alright? And maybe we'll start enacting those in a little bit. I don't think it's gonna be on the event page. I don't need... Let's see here. Bella. Take this. Okay. I want to just have Bella standing there. No, that's a new event. Find. No. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Fun. It's never tough, it's fun. Okay? That's what we gotta remember. All of this is meant to be fun. Map tree. Quick access. I'm sure it's possible. I'm certain it's possible. Here's what I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to tile sets. I'm gonna go to inside. Let me see. Hello, cat. If I can... No. Add a sprite. SF? What does SF stand for, you think? Sci-fi? Probably. Kinda looks like sci-fi. Maybe. I'm not sure. Some of this stuff is archipelago. Yeah, I don't know, man. Though it definitely does look pretty sci-fi. There's a helicopter. Sorry, I sneezed. Don't know if you heard that. It was pretty awesome. Okay. One thing I want to check here, because I want to give... This is unrelated. I want to give, what's-his-face a gun rather than a crossbow. Ain't nobody cares about crossbows when you can have a gun. Pistol. Alright. Icon for this. Well, I see a pistol icon. So, I think that's what I'll use. Okay. Description. An old 6-shooter. That's not how... I'm really capitalizing everything. I don't need to be doing that. This is actual text. This isn't a title. An old 6-shooter with a story. Yeah. Alright, let's see here. It's a gun. Animation. Let's see here. Hit special 1. Wait, kinda, no. Arrow special. Do they have something for gun? Neutral 1. Oh, shoot normal. That looks pretty good. Okay, we'll call it that. Price. What is a crossbow? Going for it today. 1860. We'll drop this one at, I don't know, $2,000. Alright, now I'm going to compare these parameters to a crossbow. Attack is 18. I think the pistol should be a little bit higher. Let's call it, nope, not 12. Let's call it 20. And let's give it a little luck. Luck and agility. Don't ask me why. That's just how I'm feeling. Physical. Yeah, that's physical damage. Okay. Isn't that awesome? We now have a weapon. I'm going to go to my characters up here. Chuck. Crossbow no more. Okay. So, here's what I bet I have to do. Cancel. I have to go to my classes, go to the hunter, and then how do I do this? Equip weapon. Gun. Okay. So now, if I apply that, can I go back to actors and say weapon pistol is now part of my options? Okay. Chuck, you have a gun. Isn't that exciting? Okay. We're going to apply that and say okay. All of that to avoid doing what I actually need to do, which is putting a character on the ground, which is proving to be difficult. See, I don't know what this is for. I keep on looking at it. Keeps on intimidating me. I will continue to be afraid of it for the rest of my life. Let's see here. Okay, create quick event creation. Door, no. Treasure in, no. Set starting position for a boat, no. Undo, undo, undo. I just want to put a sprite here. Can I do that? Transfer player. to here. No. Cancel. That's not what I'm looking for. Changes whether to show or hide the party members that follow behind the player. Okay, I just don't think it's going to be an event. I'm struggling to fathom how I'm going to do this. Okay. Character 2. Can I add to my tile sets? The fuck is a brigandine? Oh, it's an armor. What a bardish. Okay. I'm getting distracted. This is not looking good. How do I take this? Put it down. Maybe I have to figure out how to add that to a tile set. Give me 1 second. I'm going to look at that. Okay. I think I figured it out. Here's what I did. I went in and I edited the tile set. I moved... Okay. Hold on. I moved the... what's it called? The standing sprite from its current save point in the characters section. I copied it into the tile sets for inside, yes. And then I should be able to add Bella. There we go. I can add as many as I want. Here's what I actually want to do. I want to add Bella onto the spot. And then I want to go to this event. And I want to see if I can parallel apply. See if that works. Okay, ready for loud music? Let's test this, see if this works. We're not hearing anything. My headset's off, that's why. Okay, so I'm gonna go to town. Walk to the red tent. I'm in. Okay, so this text is messed up. And I'm talking to her forever. Okay. I'll tell you what. That ain't right. That ain't right. Trigger player touch. Let's see if that works. Yes, I'll save the changes. Walk to town. Walk to the tent. Now if I go here. Okay. Okay. So. Few issues. One, I don't want to be stepping on her in order to trigger this. And two, once she joins the party, I want this sprite to disappear. Let's see if we can't do that. Edit. Now, picture, move picture, rotate, Scene control. The fuck is a parallax? I don't know. Probably not what I'm looking for. Change transparency. What does that mean? I don't think change transparency is what I'm looking for. But fuck it, I'll try it. What's the worst that could happen? I know this is definitely not going to work because it just says change transparency. I didn't tell it what I'm changing the transparency of. Hello, you're Bella. Help. Change the transparency of my character. Okay. Not what I was looking for. Cut that. Here's what I'm going to do. No. Apply. Okay. I'm going to start getting a little freaky. Mark this square as 1. Now, if I go back to events, can I erase picture number 1? I'm doubtful that this will work as well. But what is the worst that could happen? Yep. And as I suspected, nothing good happened. Okay. Back to this. No more picture 1. Back to the event. Cut that. Autonomous movement. I know it's got to be possible. All right? I know it's here somewhere. Event commands. System changes. Change actor images. No. Cancel. This seems like the type of thing that should be very simple. Right? Control switches. Switch 1. Okay. Now, how do I set a switch? Is the real question. Where are the switches? What is a switch? Plugin list? I don't know what a plugin is here. Switch 1. Uh-oh. I'm gonna turn that off. Switch 1. I'm scared of that. Oh, I can show choices. Control variables. common event. Okay, let me see. Because I know there's a place where I can create common events. Here we go. Okay, it's the same. Same shit, different ass. See, I think I may have to look it up. Alright? Because it's just sort of bogging down my progress. Show animation. Show balloon icon. No. Okay. Give me a second. I think I will look it up. Okay, it kind of didn't make sense to me, what I just looked up. But I'm gonna try something. May I join you? Okay. Then I'm gonna delete this. Okay. I'm gonna show choices. Yes and no. Okay. Win choice, no. Show text from Bella. Say fine. I'll do it myself. Boom. Okay. When yes. Show text from Bella. Da 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 da. Nice. Let's save the town together. Okay. I think this didn't help me at all. I actually think this changes nothing. I think I've done nothing, helped nothing. See, the thing I was seeing is an if statement being added. Turns a switch on or off. Okay, I'm going back and looking again. Okay, I may be onto something. Okay. If I can set an image for my... This might... I may be cooked. Hold on. How do I... Can I move this event? Okay. Now can I go back to the map making and delete? Okay. Goodbye, Bella, there. Also, this was another attempt. I tried to use like the in shortcut. Okay. When yes. Also, I know there's an option here to delete the event. Somewhere in here, I think, right? Flow control, Erase event. Okay. So if I erase the event, surely that erases the character, correct? Let me try this. This is taking way too long to figure this out. Okay, go to town. Go to the red tent. Alright, now. Hi, I'm the Great Knight Bella. I need a space there. May I join you? No. Fine, I'll do it myself. Talk to her again. Say yes. She's gone. Oh, I forgot to add that Bella joins the party. Okay. Change party members, add Bella. Okay, and I'll switch it so that goes first. Okay. That was a lot simpler than I made it out to be. Go to town. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Yes. Okay, there we go. Bella's a part of the team. Holy shit. Oh. It's my alarm to wake up. Okay. We have that figured out. Now, hold on. Could I also... for like this. Oh, are there more? Okay, wait. Oops, I just... yeah, let me do it as the tile set. Let me move that event there. Let me real quick, I'll get rid of the, come on now. Get rid of the thing that's already there. And I'll give the event an image from the tile set, which is, come on now, it's somewhere around here. Maybe I'm going insane. Maybe it was never real. Okay, that works. Alright, and then we can end the event. Erase event. Okay. Save those changes. Now I can only get the gold once instead of spamming it for infinite gold glitch. Infinite gold glitch. I really should have made this tent closer. Yes, I remember my issue. Player touch. This video is going to be a lot of... Yeah, I'm at 30 minutes already. No, that doesn't work. And I'm just editing these two events parallel. Now I recall parallel didn't fucking work last time when I tried to do it with Bella. I think I'm just gonna walk in and then gain my gold. Yeah. Conditions. No. Actor. Truck. Switch one. Dude, I don't know. Variable. Does not seem to self-switch. I think yeah, we can discard the changes. Maybe actually no. We need to get that. And then I want it to be able to, if you're next to it. What is autonomous movement? Approach? Did I just make it so that the bag is going to walk towards me? No. Interesting, interesting. Okay, well, here's what I'm just gonna sort of take it back to what it was before. Move the event down. I'm gonna add to the map table with money on it. If I can find it. There it is. Why was that so hard to find before? Okay. We are gonna go back to town. And I'm gonna add something. I'm gonna add another building. Let's grab a path over here. I don't love the length on that. Okay. We're gonna try and add another building. We're gonna try and... Okay. I want to add a forge. Let's see. I'm not ready for shadow pens. This all looks like flooring. Can we add a door? Is there such a thing as a door sprite? No, I'm still on shadow pen. What am I working with? Perhaps deeper in the options. What is this tile set? Outside? Right? Generate dungeon. I can do that with Control D. Let me see here. I want to know here. I want to make the building kind of, look like a building. I'm going to pull up that video I was just watching to try and figure out my event issue. I'm just going to take a look at the buildings they've got. See kind of how they built them. Okay. Let me see here. I think this is not the tile set I want. Maybe. That would be strange. No, I think this is the tile set I want. Can I add some windows? Does that work? Okay, and then I'll go back. And I'll add a second row here. Add the tops of those windows. Nope. Not what I'm looking for. Where are the window toppers? Oops. Oh my god. I'm getting cooked. This might be the worst looking building you've ever seen. I've ever seen. For sure. Oh, that's just a white square now. Let's try and add some of these smaller windows instead. Okay. Where's my blank square? Eraser. Okay. I think I want to slim this down. Oh my god. I'm going to crash out. I want to slim this down. Make it a little smaller. Let me try and add something that resembles a roof. Not even close. Not even close. Add these beams here. Does that help it resemble a roof? It's got to be like a roof tile. Okay, that kind of looks like a roof. Let me add some outside decor. See if I can't brighten up this map a little bit. Okay. Now I want to see... Yeah, I want to make this look like it's a forge. That's a huge bucket of water. Let's see. Oops. Kind of looks just weird. Okay. Let us see here. New building added. I think I'm going to build out the interior of this real quick. And then that's where we'll kind of call it for the day. Go to Blacksmith. Okay. Then we're going to do a classic. You know what? I need to add Blacksmith. This is... Which tile set's better for this? Let's take a look. Is it going to be inside or is it going to be dungeon? I think it's probably just going to be inside. But I will look at dungeon anyway. Haven't really looked at dungeon at all, though. That's... Yeah, it's pretty clearly inside. Okay. New Blacksmith. We're going to call this inside. Okay. Now, let's see here. This is a square building, so we're going to do some square flooring. Let's see, is there some sort of... I want to make the flooring distinct from the tents. How does this look? looks awful. How does this look? Awful. Here, let me start by adding a loop that is the same as the walls, or at least similar. Yeah, like this. These are the walls of the building. Okay. Then we're going to add some flooring. Perhaps this will work. Okay, that's not terrible. Add some shadow. I think there might be a whole day spent on just shadows coming up here soon. I mean, probably not, but, you know, we can dream. Okay, let's sort of make this look a little bit more like a forge. I'm still on goddamn shadow. I don't think I need pillars. What I do need are smokestacks. That looks so weird. Okay, here's what I'm going to start with. I'm going to start by adding like a counter. We can get a better counter. These are all little decorations and such. Okay. You know what? Yeah, I'm getting sidetracked. I'm going to add something that is not a counter. I'm going to add stairs. That's an entirely too long staircase. Oh. Uh-oh. Can I get is there like a guardrail? Something I can add? Make it look, you know, a little bit better. Guardrails only go that way. Wait. No, they don't. Oh. Oh. Here we go. Here we go. Boom. Then all I gotta do, clear that out, add the floor back. Oh, that's the wrong floor. Add this floor back. Okay, we have a staircase. Oh, isn't that awesome? You know what might be good is if I make a little section over here that is stone. Specifically for... Why does this have shadows? Okay, well, specifically for the forge. I don't like the way that looks. It looks so fucking weird. Maybe it'll just look better. Yeah, just normal. Okay. Then let's add pile of rocks. I know it's in here somewhere. You know what might... Oh, okay. We're going too far back. I gotta just... Okay. You know what might look better? Call me crazy. Is if I put these two against the walls. That looks so much better. Let's add a third one. Okay. Let's add a different style one over here. Alright. Now, let's add the workbench. These just look like drawers. Oops. God damn. I gotta stop using this undo button. Now if I add rubble next to it, looks more natural. Okay. Is there like an anvil around here? There's some casks. Throw them things down. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need to be adding some of these to like the walls. I want to add... What if... This might look weird. There's a couple. What if I added some walls in here? Just so it doesn't look as, you know, one big roomy. Now I can start adding more of these decorations to the walls. Kind of makes sense. We've got all the weaponry sort of laid out here. Maybe I don't go for... Here, let me go here, here, and here. Also gonna add here. That's an exit. Okay. And then let's see if I can't get... I know there was stuff in here before, like tables, but I want just like a countertop where I could, you know, where you could reasonably forge something at this blacksmith. That looks weird. What? Oops. Can I rotate sprites? I think I asked this question before and the answer was no. Sure, I'll throw down a statue. A knight. That seems fitting. Some bars. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find... What is this? Ooh, that's good. Is there another one? Yeah. Okay. Oh, an anvil. Okay. Yeah, this is the section I'm looking for. It's getting a little busy right now. I'm gonna throw down bow and arrow. I don't know, over here. No. Throw it there. Okay. Alright, and then let's get rid of this left anvil. Ain't nobody cares about that. Here's the table I'm looking for. Okay. And then I'll throw the tools back on that. Okay. And then I'm gonna go back to events. I'm gonna make, oop, hold on. I forgot I closed half the door. I'm going to make an event to leave the blacksmith. I can actually copy an event page. Nope, hold on. No, I want it different because I want it to take me out. Leave blacksmith. Okay, this is super simple. Fade out. Transfer player to town right here. Okay, and then fade in the screen. Okay, I will also copy this event page. Paste that event page. Leave blacksmith. I wonder if there's a way I could just like copy. Yeah. Okay. So if I delete event page, if I just come on now. Delete that. Can I copy? Paste that. Okay, so it's the same thing. All right. So I'll run the test one more time before we call it for today. Oh, I'm in town. Look at this crazy stuff. Let me check out the red tent. Oh wow, I can go. Nope, can't get money. But I can take a nap. Hello there. Yes, I'd love you to join my party. Now come here. Let's check out the blacksmith. The blacksmith. Uh-oh. Okay. Run the test again. Run the test again. Let's check out this town. Maybe I need to add something to block you from just going straight into the black tent before you get Bella, because I feel like that makes the fight. Excuse me. Did I not finish this event? Go to blacksmith. Oh my god. Transfer player to blacksmith right here. Okay. Okay. Final test. New game. Walk to here. Bella, yes, join my squadron. Walk to the blacksmith. Ooh, yay, there's nothing to do here. But it looks pretty cool. Leave Go into the black tent. Evil things are happening here. I'm doing a lot of damage. And that's the whole game. Awesome. Okay, thank you for checking this out with me. Not sure what I'm gonna do next time. Probably build that upstairs for the blacksmith. Maybe add something to block this tent a little bit. So that, you know, the player is encouraged to go to the red tent first, or the blacksmith. And we'll go from there. Alright, bye.